What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Ari Teaches Drums and another episode here in my Fundamentals series. Today we are playing through Mitchell Peters' Intermediate Snare Drum Studies, Roman numeral 2. In this etude, we're going to be playing through a bunch of eighth notes and sextuplets, or 16th note triplets is when we have 6 notes that fit into the span of one full beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, right? And that gets us from beat 1 to beat 2. We have 6 notes. 1, 2, 1, and 2. And what you'll notice is we can divide this 6 into 3. So 6 can be 3 plus 3, and that's where beat 1 is on the downbeat, and then the second group of 3 starts on the and. So every single and count, if we're thinking in eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. We can divide each sextuplet into 3s and subdivide it over the eighth notes. So Mitchell Peters did that here in his etude. I will be starting all my eighth notes on the right hand. If I ever have a sextuplet starting on the and beat, I'm going to start off my left hand precisely because of what I was just showing you guys, which is when you play the sextuplets, every and count, if you start with your right hand, the downbeat, you're on the right, right, left, right. And then on the and is a left hand. So if I go 1 and 2, it just makes a lot of sense for consistency if I start those and counts on the left hand. 1 and 2 and 3. So you'll see me doing that. And then whenever I'm starting with sextuplets right on the downbeat, I'm of course going to start with my right hand. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Etc., etc. All right, let's do it. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and go. Alright, and something you guys will notice is I'm trying not to add any accents. If you were playing in a symphonic approach, you could totally add a little bit of what's called an agogic accent, where we place a natural emphasis that's just natural to music. But if you're trying to strive for pure consistency, then we usually, unless it's notated, we want to keep everything at the same exact dynamic and sound. So I'm not doing something like this. I'm not adding emphasis on every downbeat and the and counts, or even every downbeat. I could go. That could help make the beat more clear, for sure. And that's something you could do, tends to be something you do a little more often, maybe in a more symphonic approach, is we add a little bit of an agogic accent. But just for our sake, it's really good if you're a newer player to just try and get this all at the same dynamic and strive for even rhythm through all this. Dun da ga da dum, right? Not any of this dun da 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 dum, right? All right, so let's break some of this down. So in the first measure, as we've talked about, we're gonna have 1 and 2 basically you really want this grouping of 3 to become just one unit. Dum, where that is nice and even, alternating between the hands. Right, left, 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 right. Now let's just try that first measure together. And what I suggest is that you break it down really slow. Let's just try these at 60 beats per minute. I was at 80 beats per minute for the demonstration, for the playthrough. Let's try it at 60. So we have 1, 2, ready, and. Try it again. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, let's look at measure 2 now. So I've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And basically when I get to beat 2, it's just straight sextuplets or 16th note triplets. It means the same thing. 2 and 3. And I'm really trying to feel for those checkpoints. The checkpoints are so important. And what I mean by checkpoints are this 8th note subdivision. 2 and 3 and 1. So it can be really helpful to just practice these sextuplets and just practice adding an accent actually, just so you understand where those checkpoints are. So before we play measure 2, let's just play, this is the 4th line, the last measure. So a measure full of sextuplets the whole way through, 4 beats, and we're going to add an accent on every checkpoint. Ready, and go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, again, and go, and. Last time. So then what we can do is now try to get rid of those accents and see if we could just play them all up at around mezzo forte or forte dynamic. Ready, and go. And. Still thinking and feeling where those checkpoints are. So that's the gist of it, guys, and you're ready to go with this. Alright guys, thank you so much. I hope today's play along was helpful for you, and I hope you continue your quest with sextuplets and 16th note triplets, feeling really good. If you guys liked this video, please let me know by liking the video, dropping a comment below, and subscribing for even more. Our current goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. We're on our way there, and I really appreciate your guys' support. Till next time, guys, Ari Schiller out.